Hi everyone, my name is Ellen and I am the board certified health coach and owner of Creekside Health Coaching. I'm also a full-time teacher, and since it's August in Alabama, I'm getting ready to go back to school. This year, I'll be starting my 19th year teaching at a local private school in Huntsville. I'm very excited about a lot of new opportunities at school. One of the things that we are doing is we completely overhauled our daily schedule. And so this will allow some really great opportunities for our students, but it's also kind of nerve-wracking to do something that we haven't done before. We've already found an instance where I am teaching two different classes at the exact same time. So fortunately, we were able to find a great solution for that. But this is usually a very stressful period leading up to the first day of schools, just making sure everything is ready for everyone to really start off the school year and really make it a magical experience, because we want kids to love school. In addition to preparing for my full-time job, I'm also trying to prepare my own three children. So we're doing school supply shopping for my oldest, because luckily my youngest two have supplies through the school. Making sure everybody has clothes that fit them, because they all grow at such an incredible speed. Nothing fits anybody anymore, shoes especially. But in addition to that, we also have three children with ADHD. So doctor's appointments to make sure we have the medication that they need to support their learning. Redoing testing to make sure that we can keep updated accommodations. And now that my oldest is in high school, that includes with the College Board and the ACT, which those often take multiple tries to get approved. So that can be stressful as well. I counted between the three kids and we had 17, I believe, doctor's appointments, not including one of my youngest had 12 chiropractor appointments. So we had 12 chiropractor appointments on top of the 17 doctor's appointments. And I load up our summer like this because I'm trying to avoid taking the kids out of school. But I'm also trying to make sure that I don't have to take off work very frequently. So all of this adds to that mental load, just everything you're trying to make sure that you get done and you're trying to keep in your head and remember. The problem with that is it also increases your cortisol levels in your body, and that sneaky stress is chipping away at your health. And as long as everything stays under control and everybody's happy and running smoothly, we don't think about it, but it's still there and it's still having an effect on your body. So I'm very excited because I just recently finished writing my playbook called Putting Your Own Mask On First. And so if we think about a trip on an airline, if you have a sudden drop in cabin pressure, that's out of everybody's control. But the one thing in your control is you can put your own mask on first so that you're able to help those around you. And so if we think about life, there's a lot of things that are out of our control. However, there are things that we can do to keep our own health at peak performance, to make sure that we're available to help these kids, or if you're a caregiver, help those who are counting on you to be at your best, to not only support them, but also advocate for them. So I use an acronym for the word MASK, and that stands for the things that are in our control, which include meals, activities. S is very important. It stands for sweat and sleep. And then K stands for kind. What kind things are you doing for yourself? So I'm finished. As I said, I've finished writing this book. I'm finishing the final touches on producing it. And so it should be available in the next 2 weeks. If you go to my website, and the link is in the bio, you can go ahead and pre-order it for a discounted price. But I'm very excited to share that information with you. Another thing that I'm doing to support parents and caregivers as we start the 2025-26 school year is I'm having a free webinar called ADHD Right. If you have an ADHD child, or you do have a diagnosis for ADHD, This event is going to be super important and engaging for you. I'm going to talk about what the difference is between an ADHD brain and a neurotypical brain. What are some common pitfalls, particularly as it relates to school, and what you can do to help that ADHD child, or even for yourself, to make this the best school year possible. In addition to 19 years of teaching, 5 of those years I spent working directly with our dyslexic students at our school on executive function skills. And so I'll talk about what executive function is, why it's important for people of all ages, and some tips and tricks that can be helpful for your family. I will also put that link in the bio. So registration is limited. It is virtual, and it's going to be on Wednesday, September 3rd from 6 to 7 p.m. Central Time. So I hope that you will make time to join us that evening. But I also really hope that you all have the best school year possible, and that you remember to put your own mask on first before you start taking care of others, so that you can be at your best, because you deserve it. Have a great day.